Hey guys, welcome to Coding After 30, and in this video I want to talk about computer science degree versus coding bootcamp versus self-taught. Which is the right choice? If you just found this channel and you're looking to get into web development, consider subscribing, only if you like. Hey guys, so a lot of times people want to figure out what's better, computer science degree, coding bootcamp, or self-taught. And honestly, they're all correct. It just depends where you are in your life. Now I'm going to be honest with you. If you're younger, and honestly, if you're not over the age of 24, I would still consider going to regular college and getting the computer science degree, because you get a 4-year degree, you get to connect with a lot of people, make a lot of friends, and it's just a great time and great experience, like being in college in general. I mean, the downside is going into debt. But if you're 18, and especially if your family or parents helping out to pay for college, just get your degree, go to college. There's no downside of that. The only downside I see with college, like in my case, way over 30, I'm way over 35, I'm almost 40. Going to college for me, it's a 4-year investment, not only in time, but also in money, right? I don't want to go into debt, especially right now, I'm debt free. So in my case, is college the best choice? And the answer is no. But if you're younger, you don't have too much responsibility, especially if you don't have a family yet, definitely go and get your computer science degree. With that being said, while you're getting your computer science degree, you should still be coding a lot on your own and building projects and building your portfolio. You don't want to graduate where you don't have anything to show. Let's talk about coding bootcamps. Now, should you go or should you not go? My opinion about coding bootcamps has changed, because I heard a lot of people that had some great benefits. I also heard a lot of people that did not go to bootcamp and were able to get, a job following the self-taught route. And that's actually what I'm doing right now. My reason for not going to bootcamp is because I can't imagine borrowing $20,000, $25,000 going into debt. Even some of those places where they take part of your income, I still don't want to do that. I don't want to be tied down to somebody because I owe them money. So the only way I would go to a boot camp is if I was able to pay for it cash out of pocket myself. So that puts a lot of those boot camps out of my reach. I don't have $20,000 that I'm willing to part with to pay for boot camp. I much rather take the self-taught route. Now, if I can't get a job following the self-taught route, I'm gonna maybe consider going to a boot camp and do something that's within $12,000 to $15,000 range, like Dev Mountain. It's pretty affordable, and there are some local boot camps here in Austin. I'm actually not in Austin. I'm traveling in Thailand. We're staying in this cool little hotel here. There's my view. It's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm traveling because I'm currently visiting my fiance, but that's besides the point. So considering bootcamp, again, if you have the money and you're willing to make the commitment, I would suggest go, especially if you have hard time, studying on your own. And let's talk about self-taught path, probably the hardest path, because you don't have any direction. Like, how do you know what to study? And I'm going to tell you that when I first starting out learning to code, I spent a lot of time studying the wrong things because I did not have a path. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to do. Did I wanted to do web development? Did I wanted to do something else? Back when I started, Ruby was really popular, and I started with that. I did a little bit Python, but back then Python wasn't as popular as it is today. And then I eventually started doing JavaScript, but that took a lot of time jumping back and forth from all these different languages. And after 2-3 years of studying, I really didn't get far. So having a good curriculum or path is very important. So if you are going to go the self-taught route, I would suggest finding some sort of curriculum that you could follow. Even if it's not the best, you could always tweak it, but you need to have a direction. So one place I would take a look in terms of a curriculum that you could follow, and they have a lot of great resources, is actually doing free code camp. It's an amazing website. They have a great curriculum. They have some videos, and a lot of people have found success with that. So should you go to college? Should you go to coding bootcamp? Or should you be self-taught? Well, it's really up to you. And the way I would kind of gauge it, if you're young and you're have family who are able to help you pay for college, and even if they won't, but you're still young, still go to college, still get your computer science degree. It's going to be worth it just on the friends you're going to make, the fun you're going to have, and the connections you're going to make. Now, if you're older and you don't feel like you want to go like back to college, you don't want to go into that debt, you don't want to waste your time with certain classes that have nothing to do with your major, then bootcamp is for you. You just pay whatever it is, $15,000 up to $30,000, which is insane, and you go for 3 to 6 months. And when you graduate, a lot of these places help you get job placement. Now, with that being said, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be just as easy as graduating and getting a job. I'm sure there's a lot of success story, but for every success story, you don't hear the failures. So that's something to keep in mind. Ultimately comes on you, how hard you work and how hard are you willing to hustle to get that job or get your foot in the door. And if you're taking the self-taught route, the hardest route, it's not impossible. That's the route I took. If you're doing the self-taught route, you definitely have to hustle. You definitely have to study a lot. You have to push yourself. It's not going to be easy. You're going to get rejected so many times because you are learning things on your own. You're trying to figure out the right things on your own. You don't have anybody to guide you. So one of the best things I did following the self-taught route is I found a mentor. I have a friend who's a web developer in the field that I want to get to, working with JavaScript, React, and all that stuff. And he's been kind of helping me tell me what I should study and what I should avoid, which has been a big time saver. If you have any questions, you could always reach out in the comments. Let me know your experience, what you've done. Did you go to college? Did you go to bootcamp? Or are you self-taught? Let me know the obstacles you have, any questions you have. I'd love to hear from you. And again, thanks for watching. And remember, if you're not coding, you better be doing it, because ultimately the most important part is your experience and ability to build something from scratch. Thanks a lot. Like if you didn't, let me know in the comments what I could do better. Otherwise, subscribe.